One. Peace. Welcome to another episode of Caps and Bowties. So I'm Brother Willie Muhammad.
That'll
That'll-
episode 2, right?
Episode 2. And we plan on doing many more. So if you're watching this and you enjoy what you are seeing and you're hearing, we ask that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We also ask that you share this video and you encourage other people to view it and make comments and suggest any possible topics you would like us to actually address. So on this show, we're just talking about sports, hip hop, politics, culture.
Yeah, and let them know this is our opinion.
Yes.
You know, this is our fact.
Not
This is,
gospel.
Yeah, this is our opinion on things.
Yeah.
Because people tend to take stuff and run with it, like thinking it's the Bible. Like,
Yeah,
they say,
yeah.
nah, this is our
This
opinion.
is our opinions.
Yeah.
Right. That's a good point. I'm glad you mentioned that. So before we get into the three topics we're going to talk about, which will be the death of the Maryland football player Jordan McNair. We're going to talk about Omarosa and this whole controversy, unhinged. And we're going to talk about what J-Cole did to that Uchi Wally track. But we want to give honor to who?
To the Queen of Soul,
Queen of
Aretha
Soul.
Franklin, you know. Let me tilt my hat, take a minute of
I
pause.
don't have a hat on, so I'm just going to salute her. So what you thought, man, when you heard that she passed?
At first, you know how like the internet be putting out some bad stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that's what was going on. They were just trying to kill her off, like they've been doing Betty White for every
Yeah.
year. I thought they was trying to like, man, why is they doing this?
Wow.
Because you know it started like what, last Friday or something.
Sure did.
And I was hearing, then it was like, no, she's okay. I'm like, okay. Then when I heard it, I remember it was in the morning. It was early, and I was listening to a talk show, and they said, "Oh, breaking news, Queen of Soul," and I was like, "Wow!" And matter of fact, I was bringing my daughter to school. I was asking them. We started talking about it, and I was like, "Y'all know the stuff she did? You know, she was right there with Martin Luther King. You know, but at the age of 16, I think she was with him.
Well,
She
so
started-
you told me that she sung at Dr. King's funeral?
At his funeral, yeah. She sung his favorite song. I forgot the name of the song. She sung his favorite song at the funeral.
Wow.
And I didn't know, to you two, I know a good bit about, you know, some of her history that, you know, her dad had a church.
Her dad had a church in
Yeah,
Detroit. He's a
in
popular
Detroit.
pastor, C.L. Franklin.
Yeah. Didn't he get killed?
I don't know.
They said in a robbery or something, I thought.
I don't know. But I know what you shared some stuff that I didn't know about her. Like you talked about, she has performed at 3 inaugurations from President Bill Clinton, President Carter, Jimmy Carter,
and President Barack Obama.
Now,
The best.
what was interesting, I found out yesterday that she actually had her first child at the age of 12.
Right.
You know, she had like 4 sons, I think, and she had them at the age of 12. That's something, man.
But you know what amazed me? Like the age of 16, you know, out there taking on all them problems and things that was going on. You know, you take a 16-year-old these days, and we make excuses like, well, they don't know. But back then, you was, I guess, because when you was coming up, you saw the struggle from your parents, and you saw all the different Jim Crow civil rights stuff. So you saw all that struggle. So I guess that plays a part in your development, because you know, having a kid at 12.
Yeah, at 12,
man, at 12,
man,
you know,
she wasn't even in.
Man, at
Yo.
12, I was just still trying to figure out to set up a block on the reverse and stuff
Yeah.
for playing football. You know, I was just learning a good jumper.
But one of the beautiful things about that story is her triumph. That was not the period to her life. She went on to
Right.
do great things. She taught herself how to play piano, even though she didn't know how to read music. She started her own record label, right?
Right.
What was some of the
What
other
is it,
stuff they
Aretha?
said? She
You know,
said Aretha Records.
She sung for the Pope.
Dang, I didn't know she sung for the Pope.
Yeah, she sung for the Pope. Like, yeah, she sung for the Pope. She, listen, when the Pope called you,
Wow. That's something.
man, yeah.
And I didn't know until you mentioned it that she never performed outside of
America.
North America because
Yeah,
she didn't like flying.
Yeah, she used to drive. She had a custom bus from Detroit to Cali. Like, she always was on the bus.
Man, she was successful. She handled her business, man, and one of my most, I guess we'll close it out. some of my most memorable songs by her is that Respect,
Right.
right? And the song that she did that it was said that Lauryn Hill wrote for her, "A Rose is Still a Rose."
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know
man.
Lauren.
Yeah, and you watch the video. I think there's an image of Lauryn Hill in the video, but if you listen to it, you can see how that was a Lauryn Hill song. But Aretha, she owned it. She owned the song.
Oh, okay.
So,
I didn't know that.
So rest in-
see, you said I taught you something. You
yeah,
taught me something. I didn't
check
even know
it
that.
out. So rest in peace to the queen,
Queen.
of soul, Aretha.
Before we
Franklin.
go,
yeah.
and it's Saturday today. We're shooting this today on a Saturday. Saturday mornings usually be the morning your mom playing her Aretha Franklin, cleaning the house.
Yo,
bro.
and you know, I saw you made me think about this a meme I saw on Instagram. They said when you wake up and your mama playing that music, you know it's time to clean up, man. She would definitely do it. And the last thing I'll say this: in addition to just being a great musician and vocalist, she was also active, as you mentioned, with Dr. King. But I saw a picture, article where they said that how she paid the money for the bail or the lawyer fees for Angela Davis when she was being railroaded. And the last thing, one time the police had raided the mosque in New York.
Oh,
And she spoke out about that in
Right.
support of the mosque that was raided in New York. Under
and you
Minister
know
Farrakhan.
I think I don't know if it was that incident, but she like held court. You could bring a judge and at the church, and got it with the judge and everything, and took care of everybody.
About what? For the,
I don't know if it was that one with the mosque, but I remember like a gang of people got arrested,
Wow.
and she held court. Like got a judge, they held it at the church. It must be in Detroit because it was I
Yeah.
think at a
Maybe they was having those riots in Detroit.
it was something, but yeah, she took care of that. She did a lot of stuff that how people right now always run social media, want to put it out and let everybody know what they're doing.
Hmm.
She done a lot of stuff that you won't know about.
Mhm.
You had to look up.
And we keep saying the last thing, but she did so much.
Right.
Man, Jennifer Hudson, from what I understand, had the opportunity to spend some time with her before her health took a decline because she's going to be in the buyout. What is it called? Buyout.
Bayou?
The bio movie, the movie about her life. Jennifer Hudson is going to play, and I think that's fitting. So rest in peace to the Queen of Soul. Let's get to now you. I know because he's a sports fanatic. He told me about the death of this brother, man, Jordan McNair, man. So what do you think about that?
First, R.I.P. to Jordan McNair.
Yeah.
That when I heard about it, I was just like, wow. But and playing sports, and it's crazy because you grew up, man. We used to run. The coach used to run us a debt. We used to get punished for everything when you're playing, football. You run.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, God, it just shocked. He died in different treatments, and I think what the problem is, everybody bashing the coach, saying that he was too hard on him.
Mm.
But I ain't gonna say in his defense because when is the limit? When do your pushing you might be different from pushing me, and it's hard to decipher. And it just unfortunately that happened there, and it's bad.
Yeah.
It is bad, and Maryland knew it's bad. They took full responsibility.
Yeah,
because two things about Maryland. Glenn Byers died on the court.
Mm-hmm.
Right, he died on the court.
No, he didn't die on the court.
No.
He was 2 days after
No,
being
that was what
drafted
you call
by
him.
Boston. But
Wait.
that was the boy from Villanova.
Yeah, that died on the court.
And now that's the only
yeah,
thing I know.
he had a fever of like 106.
Yeah,
when he brought him
he
in.
died from a heat stroke.
Right.
And talking about Maryland University, now from the articles that I read, one of the things that they're talking about that it appears that the coaches did not follow the safety protocols. Like they mentioned a player from another university who had similar experiences, but one of the things that the people did to save his life, one of the protocols is that you should immediately immerse them into
Ice, huh?
cold water,
Yeah, that's something
take
like
their
that.
temperature. And they said that they didn't do that. So now what they're talking about is going through and begin to start, I guess, standardizing like the safety protocols and making sure that those coaches are familiar with it, because they mentioned in one article how the guy was complaining, and allegedly they said that one of the coaches told him, stop complaining, you're acting like PUSS. You know the
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah. Now, where's the trainers? Like, cause nowadays the trainers have more power. You'd be
Mhm.
surprised than the coach. Like they can, cause even on the sideline when they playing the game, the trainer, the doctor, they see you woozy or something, they could pull you. The coach be like, "Oh, what? I'm calling." Nah, he don't look right. So it's
Them trainers that really got that courage to challenge it, because man,
but
some
you
of them
gotta,
coaches, some of
if
them
your
coaches,
child, but you have to. I understand with the coaches, and I think the system period had to be overhauled and looked at on how to approach stuff. Because back, like I said, back in the day, man,
I know.
you got to suck it up. They ain't used to give us water.
Man.
Used to be, if you get water, you was weak.
Yeah, they and it's a delicate balance, man, because sometimes people could begin to start thinking as if it's like you're not a man. Be a man. Stop all that whining. But being a man is also knowing about your limitations and what you can't do. But you have to be knowledgeable about this health safety precautions, because man, they said like every year maybe about 4 or 5 players die.
Yeah, it happens. It
Man.
happens. But I think from other things. Now, flashback, when I was in school, we used to run us, right? When I was in college. And I remember my first spring, because actually he died in the spring. Because, I don't think he'd be, no, he died months ago. He didn't just die. I think all the stuff going through, I think he died in the
Wow.
spring. But I remember coming in, like, we used to have to run about 4 or 5 in the morning. You get in this, and it was, where I was at, it was freezing cold, so we'll be indoors in an indoor running, indoor track. And they had a ton of these big gray trash cans. And I was like, what in the heck all these trash cans for? I was new, and the guy was like, well, you gonna see. Man, they run us so much, everybody be over there
Throwing up
in the trash can. Yeah.
And why they running y'all like
You
that?
run it, I don't know. It's spring workout. So in the spring, you wake up in the morning, you do a lot of running because they get it in. It's a business. College is a business. College sports is a business. And they trying to get you in shape, and then they see who's weak, who gonna tap out, who this. And you have to run. I remember we used to, like, the receivers and DBs had a certain time you had to be, and we had to stay within that time. Everybody, not one person. If one person mess up, they add more laps on us.
Man, I don't know, man. That stuff seemed like a little abusive, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I didn't think it was abusive because I've been doing
All your life.
all my life. And now, since we got the computer kids, I guess, I don't know, the new age, is just, and you rarely heard about this.
No, that's is either they had them and they just wrote them off as something different, but now with this age of social media, it's just you're learning, you're exposing your awareness about stuff is increasing greatly. So one of the things that struck me in regards to, they're talking about the president of Maryland, of the university, one of the things he said, how a scandal in sports or a horrific incident in sports can really begin to be the face of the university.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things he was concerned about, because they said, like, sometimes with some of them sports, them teams, they begin to be like an island of their own, even on a university.
Listen, go to Alabama, anywhere in the SEC, LSU, it's just them, because you understand, the coach of, like, say Nick Saban, he the highest paid public official in the state of Alabama.
Wow.
Yeah,
Higher than
coaches,
the governor.
yeah, Les Miles was, when he was, come on, they were paying them guys $7 million a year. So, but they paying them that. You know how much they bringing in a year?
Man,
And that's the thing, and the kids don't get nothing.
That's crazy.
And don't say about the scholarship, because trust me, you heard a part what I said, how they work you. That scholarship is not free. Don't let people like, well, at least on a scholarship, you don't need to get paid. That's bull.
Man, that's crazy. Like, how? That's like the college coach can make millions of dollars. So what's the highest? What's the salary of the highest professor? Probably less than about $100,000, if that.
Think the teachers.
Yeah.
This teachers in the teachers. That's why we have this big turnover of teachers, because we're not paying them enough.
Yeah.
You know, in this the stuff we need to be paying, we're not. But then you look at the endorsements this guy like Nick Saban and all these coaches bring. You know, you look at what's going on right now at Ohio State. I don't want to jump because we, you know,
been another topic.
Yeah, we gonna go, but I think them coaches, them college coaches is making.
Wow, that's
when,
crazy.
When Nick Saban, the house he live in, I'm gonna say, the compound he live on, they gave him that as land yacht on the water, house, big old nice house. Yeah,
And he ain't even in Louisiana anymore. He's not coaching.
no, I'm talking about in Alabama.
Oh, Nick Saban. I thought you were
Nick
talking
Saban,
about your boy
less.
from Les Miles.
Less. They still paying less. Our tax dollars still going to less.
Wow. So rest in peace to Jordan McNair and to his family. So now we'll transition to another topic that has been burning the headlines, and I'm telling you, my feelings on this is this: when we're talking about the Omarosa thing, she just released a book this week called Unhinged, right? And for those who've been living under a rock, Omarosa, reality TV show star, became a
45
preacher.
flunky.
Then she came into.
She was a preacher.
Yeah, she's a preacher. She's a preacher too, and she became.
I guarantee you,
part of
she's
his
preaching
staff,
for the wrong
outreach or whatever.
If she's a preacher,
Yeah.
it's about that. That's a black eye for preachers.
Yeah.
That's because she's not. I don't see nothing she do is genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, and this is my opinion. Anything she does is money driven.
Money driven or publicity. And
Right.
listen to me, man. For those who watching this, please don't try to come at us with this. Once again, a group of black men not defending a black woman. No. There are many
You gotta
black
call
women
a
that
spade a
deserve to
spade.
be. But let me tell you, I'm going to say before the Trump, before all of this, you know when I begin to know that she was a person that her character is questionable and she can't be trusted, when she was on The Apprentice.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, it came to the last episode where she had been voted off, but it was this brother and it was this other guy, this white guy, and they were able to bring back a cast member who had been fired. So the brother brought back Omarosa, very intelligent. I'm not taking away from her intelligence and her cunningness, right? But she's using it for the wrong reasons. Brother, she backstabbed that dude, man. She backstabbed his brother. He was a Howard graduate, and he ended up losing. And I remember watching it with my wife, and I said, I don't like that lady. She can't be trusted. And since then, she has continued to do the same thing.
I had to get one of them J-Cole, not J-Cole, one of them Drake sides. Man, because there was this woman that's like you said, it's just, you don't be wanting to bash people,
Right.
but it's just like, it's sickening.
Yeah.
Like I told you, first of all, for her, she said she have over 200 recordings. You know she a snake.
If you
Anyway,
do that.
I don't care who you with, but then you all of a sudden, your book came out, you all of a sudden want to say,
He's racist.
this guy
now.
racist. My thing is, you've been hanging with a person for years, because it's been about 15 years now.
Yeah, they had a long relationship.
Yeah, or longer. You know, you've been hanging with this person and being, so all of a sudden, he just stepped out the bed and hit his head or something. Now he's no, man. You've been sitting back and looking at this, letting this go on. You probably done heard him a couple of times use the N-word or different things.
And see, that's why my thing. I don't think is, the very first interview she did after she was fired. They asked her about him. She said she strongly declared he wasn't a racist. And if you've heard all of these rumors or what allegations that he used the N-word when he was on The Apprentice, why you didn't say anything?
That's what I'm saying.
So that's why I question it. And listen, man, I think she is trying to sell books, and she's disappointed because she realized that they just used her the same way he used Kanye, the same way he used the others as a photo op, and to make it appear he was trying to help black people.
You don't know when you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know what you're doing wrong, if you think it's right, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. She don't know no better. This is her world. This is she's like Stacey Dash.
Mm-hmm.
This is their world, so they don't see like, oh, it's just, how can I step on them? If 45 was President Obama yes, and I still call him president because we don't have a president right now. If 45 was President Obama, she'll be doing the same thing to him.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
She's
that's a good
conditioned
point.
this to be a snake.
To be
They got people, and I didn't dealt with people. It's crazy, like being around this stuff now. It's just I dealt with people, and y'all know who y'all, or you know who you are, different people, that sole purpose is to get with you, soak up your knowledge, drain you, get your energy. They don't mean it for the best. You know, they get it, they come, and then, like you said, if you're a true friend or whatever, you're not gonna be videoing, or taping everything we do. You know, and for you to do, she might have way more than that if you think about it. She might have was doing stuff way from
when he was at Apprentice. But
At
then now,
Apprentice.
now what they're saying is that she says that she also has video. I'm interested in understanding are there any type of legal consequences that come as a result of her doing that? Because they say that she had to sign a PDA professional non-disclosure.
when somebody telling you to sign something like that, especially
in the White House.
in the white man's world.
Yeah.
And then, bruh, you might be called more than just a nigga. You think him calling her a dog was bad?
Yeah.
This man, would he probably called her in his face to eating breakfast? You know he probably hit that too.
Well, I remember they were saying that was a possibility, but I don't
Man,
know. But the thing is, like,
you don't believe she the type would do that type of stuff to get what you said? How she stabbed the brother?
She stabbed that brother in the back, man. But my thing is, like, I ain't going for all of this. Like, yo, you was bamboozled. No, right now, I personally think it's for personal gain. Is another way to use this current situation for your benefit. Because, yo, man, like, all of them black people that he was with, what came out of it? You know, what came out of it? I know some people gave her a few points because she said she would be willing to sit down with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. But, you know,
I'd be scared.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even trust somebody like that around the minister. But that's my opinion. But I ain't going for all of this stuff like all of a sudden now she's had this awakening, man. That lady
But my thing is,
to me, a character is questionable.
My thing is, if he's sitting, why? I don't want to sit with where you was at before. You know what I'm saying? Don't come now.
Yeah.
Where was you before? You know, that's what
defending. I think she was supporting him when he was talking about, like, when he was defending the police in regards to these
all
police
this stuff.
shootings.
You know, the anthem that they made a big deal, and it's not about the anthem.
What did
the
she
protest.
say? Did she say anything about that?
No, she ain't saying nothing recent.
Yeah.
You know, she trying to sell her book, and that's the thing. Like, it's a cash cow for her. Everything is money. Like, I would have respected her more if she would have got kicked off from standing up for something.
Right.
For us, you know,
Right,
I'd have been
right.
like, okay, you know,
Right.
you showed me
Right.
something, but you didn't fall on the sword for us.
For
You would have still been there.
Right.
If them people wouldn't have X'd you out of there,
Right.
you would have still been there.
Right.
So my thing is, if she would have been like, no, man, you look here, 45, what you're doing ain't right. You said, you know, you're dividing this country and whatever. And then he fired you. I'd have been like, man, all hats off.
Right, that's a good
Because it
point.
takes a big person to do that.
I understand, but she wasn't with it. They just realized they didn't need her anymore. When they didn't need her anymore, they got rid of her. The same thing as relates with using the popularity of Kanye West, using the popularity of Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey kind of
He
realized
regretted,
it.
yeah.
And that pastor, the dude that came from under Joe Osteen, and this was interesting. Like, he said that John Gray, he's like, I prayed to God and I was asking God, should I go to the White House? And he said his words on the Don Lemon interview, he said, my first mind said no. But then God gave him the answer. Then his wife came and told him, you shouldn't go. But he still went, and then he's still trying to play it up like the calling. No, your vanity got involved, and you wanted to build the White House, and it backfired. And you were used as a photo op. And they didn't even talk about the stuff that they were supposed to be talking about at that meeting. It was just a kissing behind fest.
That's
of
it.
the president.
You know what? Omarosa is, you know what? She learned from him. Think about it. She do this. She's a mirror of what he do. You know, I mean, just think about it. Yeah. So now it's coming to me like, man, you more like him than any other person, than some like us, you know. And since you said, because you using people, what you could use people for, you know, like you said, it's a photo op, he using them. You didn't even come here to talk about what we came to talk about. I guess only people they can relate to is the people in the reality show world.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So basically, you won't hear me defending Omarosa or getting her book unless something dramatic happened, which I doubt that. But just like you said, when you find people that a questionable character like that, and you was rolling hard for the team, now when you get cut from the team, listen, don't come talking about how you were misled. No, you know exactly what you signed up for. You was a chief defender.
Now I don't see her talking about her proceeds gonna go to help Cap.
Yeah, she ain't
That'd be dope.
She may get a few little points. Give her. She don't get a full black card restored, but she get a few little privileges. So
It's gonna be an award program.
get a probationary period, right? So now we come to this part, yo. Talking about hip hop. Yeah, this is the. I don't know if you haven't heard this, but if you haven't, you need to go listen to this.
He had to be under a rock.
Yes, 2 Rocks on Mars.
Oh, because you might, if you on Mars, you heard it. Cause
he heard that line. Yo, that J-Cole freestyle, that's called Album of the Year freestyle. He murdered
Uchi Wale.
And I was telling Theta, from here on out with me, when they bring up Uchi Wale, it's no longer a Nas song. It belongs to J. Cole. And when I talk about it, I'm gonna be talking about it in this parameter. 1, J. Cole murdered it and claimed it. 2, when Jay-Z pointed out the contradictions in Nas. And 3,
Nas.
Yeah,
He did it.
Nas' Bodyguard, I rapped him on that song. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
And you know what I
about it.
remember from Nas with that song after what the Jay-Z verse, but I mean line. It's the video.
the video.
Yeah. But then when I heard people was like, man, how J. Cole gonna rap over that beat? But he took that beat and destroyed it.
He destroyed it. He destroyed it.
I told you a young guy told me I was biased. Remember I called you and told you about the guy that told me
Future's the best who gonna restore.
Yeah, like you was saying like Future and you were saying they still on this Illuminati thing.
With Jay. Yeah, we don't need it. But go ahead. What you about to say?
No. Go ahead, get into
Man, I had to. It was so good. I had to. These are some of the.
Damn, you really pulled
what do they call that? The honorable mention bars. Look, the dude said first. He set this line up. He was talking about how you're not becoming a big baller, still selling crack. And he said, "Quote: Now we push pills and sell heroin to Billy. Now Billy Mama want the judge to pardon his addiction. How many black addicts that got caught up in the system with no sob stories on your primetime television? I can smell a blatant contradiction. Man, listen.
We've been talking about that since you and I started talking, about
This opioid thing
this
now is a
being,
concern.
I remember, like, back in early 2000, I'm saying growing up, period, where I grew up at. That been out, they've been getting low. People been ODing and stuff, and it wasn't a problem. Like, it wasn't a problem, man. Billy didn't got he OD.
Now it's an issue.
And it's crazy. They charging.
I was just
They
about
charging
the heroin, the
seller.
sellers
My thing
for the
is,
murder. Yo, I was just thinking.
You can't. How you gonna charge me from him? So
Overdose
tell me this:
on it.
if I go get some pills from the pharmacist,
Yeah.
I pop them all,
And they tell you take more than the prescribed amount.
and so he going to jail.
Right.
Even though and they don't say about he is legal. No, you make a decision. You make a choice on when you do drugs or you drink too much. Whatever you do, you play video games too much. It's your decision. When people, that's back in the day when, I say back in the day, I guess when these kids shoot up schools, what they used to, because they was playing Grand Theft Auto or something.
Yeah, they
but that's the excuse they give to them. And I don't want to y'all to think this show gonna be always about us and them because it's not.
You say that almost off every time.
I know, and I keep
record.
on going.
I mean, that's the reality. We're going to talk about reality.
Yeah,
stuff,
and we just
that's
pulling
what it
out
is.
things that we, like I always say, I'm gonna tell you if the elephant in the room, I'm letting you know the elephant in the room.
You get it. If you don't say it, because the elephant gonna end up running over you. But just like what you said, but think about, man, this dude used it. He in a few brief bars, he really pointed out that contradiction that's taking place in America as it relates to that. Then this is another thing. Now I ain't no big fan of like using of the N word, but
You want me to use it for you?
no,
I'm not a fan.
But look what he said.
out of respect.
He said, I'm just quoting what he said. He said, I'm the answer on the low. I'm a cheat sheet for rappers. Just that right there. That dude said, I'm the answer on the low. I'm the cheat sheet for rappers. Then he says, this is another line right here. I came up around AC to DC adapters.
Yeah.
That's plug talk.
So
That's real plug talk.
That's
right?
it.
He says, what I'm really saying, then he says, what I'm really saying is a shame, but my niggas move cane like HBCU Kappas.
And then you
Kappas
catch
are
on the cane.
Oh, this to this.
When we was listening,
Yo,
so
so
like,
I mean, wait, where you rank them, man? And he in your top 5 or what?
like of young guys, yes.
Oh, yeah, young guys.
Because I'm gonna say, like in this
He might be
generation,
top 1 then, huh?
yeah, like you gonna have him, Kendrick. See, Big Sean don't really. I like when
He snap.
listen,
He don't snap
I
consistently.
like when you talk about you're telling like how we dissect this. You can dissect and go through, and you understand because he always been dropping them little jewels.
Always.
Or, you know, when he said, "I got the thugs lining up in the mission office." You know,
Where is it on that?
oh, no, that's not that. I'm saying on I think Friday Night Lights and stuff.
Oh,
you
he
know,
was snapping on that
that's
too.
what I'm saying. He always giving that like I got both sides of the fence. I got everybody messing with
Thugs
me.
lining up in that mission office.
Yeah, they trying to get in school. They see what I'm doing. But you know, and that's what I'm saying. The dude is like, oh, where can you rank them? You know, I hate the ranking rappers thing because you and I could rank or we could fuss all day because then they gonna bring up like Uzi Vert. I'm just saying they go. So you gotta.
That's a straight up insult to the rap
Or
god.
Travis Scott. You know, I'm just saying.
Is
they
he a singer or he a rapper?
I don't know what he is.
Man,
but I'm
that's
just
an
saying,
insult. Oh my goodness.
you can't, you know.
I know. Man, that's
But this is our show, so we can say
Man,
what we
listen,
want and
I know that's-
and put it how we
I
want.
don't even how they even fix their mouth to mention them dudes in the same name. And not to say they're talented, but when they come down to lyrics, it's a whole different
You know-
category.
All right, on the song 1985.
Now, I got to go back and start dissecting, but I heard he was spitting
I'm
on
just
that.
saying, in that song, he telling y'all
Oh, when he did with the young rapper.
the rap. He not dissing because he
Oh,
like
yeah,
you said
yeah,
at the
yeah.
age I was still wilding out doing stuff. But you gotta, it's what you giving to them. The picture you painting for them that don't really know us. You know, with the tattoo in your face, different things, and you're not giving them something like you have a voice, you have this platform. You need to say, man, you can do your thing, but still let them know like this was going on here. We need to stop. Because much as Pusha T talk drugs, Pusha T still let you know this too. He's not only just selling. He's telling you, and he got some other stuff in there. And I'm saying that to say, he letting you know. Because 5 years from now, when all your fans grow up and be adults, you through.
That's a cold-blooded line on
Yeah.
that too. And I like this. He said, "International Space Station."
Yes.
No, oh wait. No, he says this: "Treat the beat like a PlayStation, reporting to you live from the International Space Station. I probably vacation on Mars. The flow is out of this world, and so is the bars." Dude, Uchiwala is his song. Don't tell me nothing about Nas song. That dude, he ate it, man.
Right.
He ate it. He. If Jay-Z had to give the pass the mantle on to somebody, he got it.
But you got to say Jay-Z is a good scout, huh?
That's good.
Because he was like, that was like the first signee. Yeah.
Yes.
What I'm saying to him.
He signed a lot of good.
No, I'm just saying after all the stuff.
Yeah.
Remember on the Blueprint 3.
Yeah.
And he gave A Star Is Born.
Yeah.
And he let him do his thing on that song. And on that song.
J-Cole? Man, I gotta go back.
Come on, man, you supposed to be a Jay. That's why we buying over Jay-Z.
No,
I'm gonna pull your
I forgot
Jay-Z
all
card,
about that.
man.
That's on Blueprint 3. It's on the double CD.
No, the Blueprint 3, the white CD.
It was white.
The white
Oh, with the three
with the
red
three red
bars.
things. Come on now. What's going on?
That's when
The Star
J.
Is
Cole
Born.
talked about the watch.
No, that's on.
Dang, I gotta go brush up, bro.
No, that's
Dang.
on Sideline Story. When Jake talked about the watch with the Gator Band,
Yeah.
that's Sideline Story. See, you come on, T-Bo.
Man, he got so many. Jay got a big old catalog,
Yeah.
bro. Dang, I gotta go back. I'm gonna listen to that today.
Man, on The Star Is Born, he said he give it to you like on their pause, but
Killing me with this pause.
he give it. He doing his thing on it,
He
and
doing his-
you can see him young and his growth,
And Jay helped, and like that's what Jay-Z said, they don't do enough talent development anymore. And man, so he
just
getting them.
the wrong people out there. They're just doing it for the money.
The dude say he opened up the bars with this. He said, "Yeah, my mind state feel like the crime rate in summertime higher than average." So, yo, if you haven't heard that, make sure you go listen to it right now. So we about to wrap up.
About to wrap up?
Yeah, man. I know we're gonna build this, but eventually I see this probably going to like an hour. But we're gonna keep them with the little
Try to
30
minutes,
piece,
yeah.
30-minute piece. So you should see on the bottom that you have our Instagram, social media stuff, and the website not the website information, but that's coming in the future. The YouTube information, man. Leave some comments. Let us know what you think. So, any closing thoughts?
No, just stay positive, stay blessed, have a great day.
And listen to your daily dosage of Jay-Z, the best.
Right. And call someone up and just tell them you love them, man.
That's a fact. That is
I think we don't do that enough. Just call pick a random person on the phone, just call and say, man, I was just calling you, it was on my mind, I just called to let you know I love you. And you're gonna make that person day.
And you send them a text message. So thank you for tuning in to another episode of Caps
And Bowties.
and Bowties. Peace.
We're out.